So everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Attack on Titan. But before we talk about this and possible spoilers, here's an artist promotion right here. So please be sure to check out the artist. Links in the description box, you'll find links to this reaction video. And this episode was... I mean, it was really switching between the moods a little bit there, with like Aaron's collapse from the previous episode still there. I mean, I think that is something that makes it really interesting in general with Aaron. I mean, first of all, that is... Oh. You're like a shadow, Shanley. Sorry for that. But it's how emotional he actually is. I mean, they are still very young. They've been through a lot lately, and I mean, it's still kind of crazy, if I don't remembered wrong. The episodes have been in very quick succession of each other, so it haven't been much time since like season 2 began. And well, actually, season 1 we had the biggest time skip, of course, when they from small children to bigger children, and this is kind of, I'm feeling it's really affecting Aaron in so many ways. I mean, obviously with his memories of his father, about the thing he hates the most, that he is one of them, a Titan, or in his case, an Titan, and he think he screwed over humanity because he had this bloodline. But I do really think it's interesting that, as they explain, that the memories from the previous ones seem to be, you know, connecting when a race getting this blood, so to speak, this Titan attack on Titan, a Titan ability. And since the first king kind of like forced his ideals and thoughts, I guess that is like taking over. And by doing so, giving this power to Aaron instead, would give him the ability to control the coordinated power, but not be under the influence of the first king. Though he doesn't have the ability to manipulate memories and all that, which is good, because there are two kind of powers I never ever trust. First one is the power of illusions, you know, like Aizen from Bleach and all of that. Never trust a guy that can manipulate what you see and hear and all of that. And second, of course, is manipulating memories. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a good guy or not. I mean, as soon as they can fuck up your memories however they want, you do know that you can't trust them. And fun fact is that I did have an very awful OC villain way back in a Bleach RP that could manipulate memories. He wasn't very popular at all, except for me and a friend of mine that worked, his OC worked for him. But yeah, it was having that kind of power, of course, is such an... It's really fucked up. And then we have the fucking fact that Ray's turned to this Titan. It's mental. Holy shit. It's like a fucking maggot. According like... And I hate it. It looks so fucking nasty. But I guess it would make sense, considering he's in Rise and all of that. Race. And they having these great Titan powers, Titan abilities forming from their blood and all that. So I guess it would explain that he would become a really absurd, abnormal and all of that. Still though, it's kind of... Holy shit. Though I am in a positive way very happy that Hanjes is alive. Wounded, of course, but alive. That is the most important thing. And I am curious what Irvin's plan will be by not evacuating the city. Instead, it's gonna be like that, and this fucking Super Titan is gonna get to the way. I have a very bad feeling about that, but Irvin, for most of the time, have had a good plan, so I'm gonna trust him on this, hopefully. And then I feel a little bit bad for Historia, as Connie and Jean and well everyone else was saying and thinking, is that she have finally gone her own way, and now she's forced into another role as the queen. Still though, I hope she can get a nice life out of it. And then, wouldn't that mean that Ymir, when she's coming back, that she will be a queen too? Because in my head, I already hearing the wedding bells singing and all of that, you know. Ymir, Historia, queen and queen, humanity's savior. I would actually love that really, really much. I'm just saying, I'm opportunistic about that. And I do wonder if Kenny survived, and if that blonde lady that is part of his group survived as well, or if she did get crushed as under all of that. I wouldn't be surprised considering the destruction that came from this. And it seems like Eren now also gained a new ability with this armor that can crystallize and all of that, which is really, really super sweet. So, meaning that, and Haydn, I guess, in a way, or at least Eren's case, that he can transform, gaining different new abilities like that. Meaning, what kind of more abilities will he be able to get? I'm wondering. And then about his father, I mean, this must mean that he wasn't Haydn probably from the very beginning, and all of that. And he realized that the Ray's family and all of that, with their Titan abilities and all, how it would be affected by the first king, that he did that to try to save humanity, and then was eaten by Eren, because Eren would then get the powers, of course. I mean, this show really shows that you become what you eat, in a very literal sentence that I never thought I would actually think. But I thought it was pretty damn cool episode otherwise. Very emotional and very messed up with a big ass super titan that we're gonna see next week, hopefully. How are they gonna defeat that? I don't know. But well, I'll be back then, so thank you for watching. See you later on. Have a continued super great day.